Jasper. I'm a voice teacher. I have been teaching voice for more than 50 years. This is part 7 in a series of posts. Part 6 is linked in the description of this video. Today I would like to talk a little bit more specifically about the soft palate. Now let's start with the tongue touching the front teeth, and pull your tongue back on the hard palate. We've done this before. And then it clicks. That is the soft palate back there. And it's very movable. We can move it, and the end, it has this kind of a form. Here's a hard palate, here's a soft palate, and then it has this little extension on it that goes down, and it is the uvula, and it needs to remain down. If it's down, then this part goes up. What we need to feel with the soft palate is a very small point that is up in the middle. Now, I can make it go, see, I widened the soft palate, and it feels like I'm lifting it, but I'm only lifting the sides. And so what we want to do is lift the middle of it. So we've talked about these things, of ways to get this feeling. So we want to go for a feeling of a triangle inside, so that the tongue is wide, but the soft palate is a point. Think of it as a point, stick right up. Okay, I can think about this, get this in a couple of ways. One, we've talked about before, is the old Italian way. This is a flower. We inhale with our mouth, but we smell the flower. And that gets that to be a V. Another way is to just simply touch here, and it naturally goes into that V. Okay, how does this make a difference in the sound? Now if I go, and I raise, like I raise my cheekbones here, oh, now I'm going to go into this form. Oh, it has a whole different sound. That isn't a very clean sound. But you get the difference in the sound. You get a sound, and you get a sensation that is quite different. Another way to think about thinking of very narrow, right behind the nose. If I go, that's going to be incorrect. I make it very narrow, right behind the nose. Inhale and exhale in this space. And now try a pitch. Oh, oh, oh. Get that, just right. Don't try to make resonance. There will be plenty of resonance when that soft palate is in a V form with a point at the top, with the uvula down between, right in the top of the V. Think of that as down. Again, we have to think about this. When you inhale is when you have to establish that, not. Then I end up with an archway in the back, and that will never be tuned. The vocal tract will never be tuned correctly if I think of it as a cathedral. If I think of it as a point at the top, then it will be tuned better and easier.